Hello and welcome back to Riddle. In this step we're going to add a form block to your movie quiz, which is this here, asking your audience for their email address, their name, and also asking them to give you permission to store that information so that you can then send them their voucher or so that you can send them other communication in the future. So let's make this in Riddle. Click on Add a Block and select Make a Form. Our information about what they should do here can go into the title field if you like. You could add an image, but it's not necessary. And by default in a form like this, you already have a name field and an email field, which is great. They are, if you go on the edit icon here next to each field, you can see all the settings that you can set up for each individual field. You can see here it's a required field. Now I want to disable that because I don't necessarily need their name. And I'm going to take the stars away there, or the asterisks away there. And you can also use advanced validation options with regex or pre-filled text and so on that you might want to use here, but I'm happy as it is for now. Click on Save, and with email do the same thing and just see what settings are here. And yeah, this is a required field by default as well, and I want that because I need the email address to send them the 50% off, and I want them to have to fill that out before they get their result page as well. So I'm going to leave that as a required field. But what I also want to do now is add a checkbox to make sure I get their permission to have this information. So click on Add Form Block and scroll down to Checkbox. Okay. And again, click on Edit next to that checkbox. And under checkbox text, you can add in anything you'd like next to that button. For example, I agree to the terms and conditions. If you have a competition, for example, or if you have a privacy agreement on your website that you'd like to link to, you could hyperlink this, for example, using this button here and put in your URL there. So that's up to you. And I would like this to be a required field because I don't want them to be able to fill out their email address, not tick this box, and then go on to the next page because A, that defeats the object of me having their information, but also I need that to be GDPR compliant. So that's important that that's a required field in this case. And okay, I think we're ready there. Let's go on preview. And we've got everything we need. Okay. In the next step, we're going to start looking at the result pages. So if you want to play around with this, add or take away anything from this form, you can do so. If you have any questions, then feel free to write to us at academy@riddle.com, and I'll see you for the next step. Thank you very much.